Hello everyone. So I'm going to start a new series of Selenium, which is the automation of manual test cases. So in current methodologies that are being followed, like most followed methodology is Agile methodology. What's happening is everything happens like in a quick manner and in an iterative manner, right? As we have seen, the sprint cycle is of 2 weeks, and every 2 weeks there is a release, right? In every 2 weeks there is a release going on that goes to the production, that is the live environment. Now, in order to keep up with the quality, right, in order to keep up with the quality and a defect free application for a smooth customer experience, we need to make sure as a testers that the web application or the software that we are testing is working fine. There are some drawbacks in manual testing that uh, enforce any tester or any team to go for automation testing. Although it is not possible to automate each and every manual testing task, but we can automate some critical functionalities. That is the part of these critical functionality testing is the part of the regression suite, right? The regression suite, the regression testing that we have learned, which verifies the high level functionality or the main functionality of the application. So in order to achieve the regression testing, which is mainly done on the release environment, right? On release environment, we do the regression testing. So in order to achieve regression testing, the best possible way is through the automation, right? What is automation? So automation is automate, that is automatically. That means we do not need to perform testing by going to each and every page. Automatically, test cases are run and they give us the result that the test case are working fine, right? The test case are working fine. So what is the way to achieve it? How do you achieve automation? So the best way is to use the code. Okay, it is to use the code. That is, we can use a Java code, we can use a Python code. It is up to us. And using this coding, we can achieve this automation. And for this, we can use a framework. Okay, we will talk about frameworks when we start the Selenium series. After learning Java, we will switch to framework, and there I will tell you about what a framework is. Okay, this is no rocket science, guys. Okay, this is no rocket science. Just keep up with my videos, follow my instruction, just listen to each and every word I am telling, so that you will be able to understand what all things we need to do in order to achieve this automation. Okay, now through Java or Python, how can you do the testing, right? If you are not if you are new to this coding thing, if you are even familiar with Java, you might think, how will you achieve it? So through code we can do any task. Okay, through coding we can do any task without actually doing it. That means whatever we need to do, we can just write it in the form of a code, and then we have to run that code only. Correct? If we run that code, so whatever the code we have written for our testing task, it will be implemented, right, automatically. So we just need to trigger the run, and it will do the testing for us, and it will give us the results, right? So we can write n number of test cases as a code, right? We can write n number of test cases as a code, and it will give us a test result in a matter of no time. Like manually, if you are doing some task, let's say in 5 hours, okay, you are taking 5 hours to do the regression testing. So in automation environment, it could take 15 to 20 minutes. That is maximum, I'm telling you. It could take 15 to 20 minutes max to perform this task. So here only you can see the difference. There is a huge margin, right? And this margin comes into play when you are working in the agile methodology. So as the time is less, there could be many impediments, there could be many breakers, resistance in the work. You could face difficulties, or a developer could face a difficulty. He might get delayed in order to complete the development. And suppose if you have, it is planned that you will get 5 days for testing, but now you are getting 3 days or 2 days only. Now what will you do in that situation? So to overcome this kind of limitations of the time, or to be efficient to deliver any product, right? To be efficient to deliver any product, this automation helps us a lot, right? It helps us a lot, because once you are in the industry, if you are a manual tester right now, or you're learning it for just for your knowledge only, then I would like to tell you that once you start working, you get comfortable in any company or in any particular domain, uh, what is expected from you is to understand the business, right? To understand the business and to take the ownership, to take the ownership of things. Because if you understand a business, if you take the ownership of something, then you are bound to do the task that is not only given by your manager or lead. It is now your responsibility to take, or to understand that what all difficulties or challenges could be coming your way, right? So in order to achieve it, in order to overcome those challenges, in order to deliver a nice product to your client, it is mandatory that you understand these things. So if you work in this manner, not just technical, that technical part is something that everyone can achieve. I have been iterative about this statement, that technical knowledge is not the key here. The technical knowledge plus business knowledge, okay, it is a combination of these. If you have only technical knowledge, that only putting you in a group that is overlooked inside any business, inside any company. If you hold the technical plus business, that is the balance of everything, then you are someone who will be in the spotlight, someone who will be considered for any kind of opportunities coming, right? Because eventually it's not about just technical knowledge, it is about taking the ownership, understanding the business, and delivering what is required from you, and also surpassing that. Because if you keep doing the bare minimum task that is expected from you, that will just make you like any other person in any company, right? So we do not need to be the part of that crowd. You should stand out, and by standing out, you need not to do something special. It's just this simple thing that you have to do. Be attentive, be listen to me very carefully, that you have to do this minimum task to achieve this thing that I'm telling you. Okay, so in order to do that, automation is something that you should look for. This is something where you should develop yourself, because once you put yourself into something better, that what you are doing, then only you are in a queue, right? You are in a queue of something, and then only you will be spotted, and you will be picked for any task that could be waiting for you, an opportunity that could be waiting for you. So this way you grow, right? This is how you grow your knowledge. This is how you grow your skills, and eventually everything sums up to your overall growth, not just by money, I'm saying. It's also by the position or the profession you are in. So, in order to achieve this, what we are going to do in this automation series is what I'm going to tell you in this video. I'll keep it short. it has already been so long that first I will go through some core Java concepts. Okay, as you have already seen in SQL video that I don't emphasize on learning each and everything. It's what is required from you at this stage or at a start. I will be focusing on so that you get started with something, because I'm going to share some personal experiences and some experiences I have heard that we start learning any language, we start learning something, and we think, okay, let me complete each and everything, then I will move to something else. But in current scenario, that's not something that I would say to do, because you need to deliver. These days people expect that you start delivering something as soon as possible. So how to achieve it? So in order to do that, learn that is required. Do not learn everything, right? Do not learn everything, just learn what is required and start doing it. For an example, if you need to drive a car, in order to drive a car, do you need to have the knowledge of engines? Do you need to have the knowledge of repairing a car? Do you need to have the knowledge of what kind of material is used in the car? Right? You just need to learn the high level thing, that is steering, clutch, gear, all those things, how to turn a car, how to put the car into the gear, right? So similarly, if you are into any particular domain, it's not just about testing, it's about any domain. If you are in DevOps, if you are in development, if you are in UI development, you need to learn only those things that are required. So that part I'm going to focus on. After the completion of this series, the core Java series that will be part of this series only, I will start up with the Selenium. Okay, I will focus on very basic Selenium functionalities. I will go with each and every functionalities that are there. That will be the series of the Selenium. And finally, the fourth series of my channel will be of Selenium framework. Okay, the Selenium framework, I will use all the current technology that is being used across the industry, how to create a framework, how to write your test cases. Okay, each and everything. And if you follow my each and every video, I'm telling you this again, if you follow my each and every video, if you focus on the words I am delivering, then you will be able to understand and create your own understanding. Okay, it will develop your own understanding, and you can then focus on actually working on it, or actually using on it in your own company or in your own profession. Okay, so I will end this video here, and I'll start with the core Java series. See you in the next one. Thank you so much for supporting, and